What's up, YouTube? Mkohl40 here. I'm going to give you guys my top 8 deck profile from Michigan yesterday. I ended up getting top 8, losing in top 8, unfortunately, to Lancer Frogs. I finished 4th in Swiss. My matchups were Dino Ninja. I guess that's the best way you can play it. The one with the direct ninjas for the transformations. Ninja Hierotic round 2. Mermails round 3. Insectors round 4. Six Samurai round 5. Round 6 was Heretics. I ended up beating him just because of the Max C challenge. Round 7 was Dino Rabbit. Round 8 was the Dino Rabbit player's brother. He was playing Macro Rabbit. I lost that round. Round 9 I played Insectors. At that point I finished 4th in Swiss, and then top 8 was Lancer Frogs, which I ended up losing to just because I don't draw gadgets, evidently. So guys, without further ado, this is the deck profile. A few things actually changed between this format and last. I'm not playing what Delhan was playing in the previous video when I showed off his deck. I changed quite a few things between those and this. So to start, you guys remember 6 gadgets. I'm not an avid fan of 9. Really don't like Ultimate Offering. It's a good card design, don't get me wrong. I just don't like the fact that I have to bulk down my deck with inconsistent cards to pull off a potential OTK. Not really good. 6 has always been more of a control version. It's just right for me as a player because you get the ability to draw them and then, set up your plays from there. Just because, you don't want to draw multiples of these. If you draw multiples, you lose. There were 3 games yesterday where I opened 3 of these opening hand, and it was just like, oh guys, why do you do this? I ended up winning 2 of those games just because my opponent's hands were worse than mine, so worked out relatively nice, but still, that's why I'm a big fan of 6 gadgets, just because I feel it's more consistent in a 44 card deck. So, go Machinas, 3 gear frames, pretty standard as well. The 3 Fortress, and then the 1 Cannon. A lot of people were asking why I'm playing Cannon. Cannon's level 8, guys. You don't know how many times you'll trag this off and take an opponent's level 8 monster. It actually happened to me once yesterday. I got a Stardust off of a trag because of Cannon. It might have 0, but I'm not really worried about deck devy. If I get deck devied, I pretty much should already lose, shouldn't I? Just saying. So, pretty standard for the machine engine. The 7 ofs. Go. And then on to hand trap, guys. 2 trag and 1 Gores. I actually thought trag was going to be a bad call yesterday just because of Fire Fist. I didn't play any Fire Fist at all, unfortunately. So I can't really say much about that. But other than that, trag seems to work out pretty well. Like in the Macro Rabbit matchup, you can jack things that might be a threat to you, and Gores is probably the alternative to, not losing. And when your opponent's pushing for Heretics to the Max C challenge, they're going to try to OTK you, and as long as you have Gores or Trag, you're going to get to survive, because that's the whole Max C challenge. Draw 20 cards and then go off. So, works out really well. That's the monster lineup. As you guys can tell, not much has really changed from Indie last year. I'm still relatively running the exact same frame. It's just, little things can change too. 2 Dualities, best card to go into and grab stuff with. And then 1 Avarice. This card, I top decked this twice yesterday on certain people. Made losing situations into winning situations. Worked out pretty well. You guys all know about Heavy and his brother's MSTs. 3 MSTs, pretty standard for gadgets as well. You need to make sure that your summons go off, and with playing against Macro Rabbit for, quite a few matches yesterday, Lance is actually a really big problem for this deck. And same thing with Fiendish Chain. If they Fiendish Chain your gadget, your engine kind of gets stalled, so you need to have the MSTs and get ready to go with them. I'm also playing the 1 Dark Hole, the Mon Monster Reborn, and then I cut the Warning to put in Book of Moon since Warning went to 1. Book of Moon actually worked out relatively well yesterday. I'm not going to lie about that. I really like Book of Moon. I don't know why I wasn't playing it last format. Oh wait, yeah, Warning was a 2. So, Book of Moon, depending on what you're playing against, very versatile card to play on the defensive line as well. Really disrupts some plays. And then the 1 Mind Control. It's Mind Control, guys. It's pretty standard. I know Delhan didn't like Mind Control, just because what you can take with it. You can XYZ into Big Eye or something like that to actually slow down your opponent, or Gaia Charger. So, Mind Control tier is overlay into Gaia Charger. Go. On to traps, the Solemn Duo. So good. 2 Torrential Tributes. 2 Compulses. I know Delhan didn't like this either in his main. I was indifferent about this yesterday. It really didn't pull off what it needed to do yesterday. But, nonetheless, it still compulse. You can bounce back monsters and ensure that you can get plays off with it. 2 Fiendish Chains, MVP of the deck actually. I really like Fiendish Chain. This ensures that you're, once again, going to get your plays to be safe. 2 Bottomless, and then 2-dimensional Prison. I don't know. I don't like Mirror Force in the main. I like the ability to 1-for-1 remove my opponent's monsters and not have to worry about it coming back. So, that's the main deck. Still 41 cards as ever. Not really much else has changed. So, onto the extra deck. 1 Cowboy. Yeah! I'm kind of debating on playing 2 now. Kind of getting really bad. I'm also playing the 2 Maystrokes. I really like Maystroke. I don't understand why people don't play 2. You know, depending on what your opponent plays, if they get around the 1, you should at least have the second one to ensure that your, you know, bigger plays are safe. So, really like that. 1 Diamond Direwolf. This card actually popped a messenger piece yesterday, so I could ensure that I could start attacking for game again. It's a very good card. You actually have to play it because it's 1-for-1 destruction, and depending if you don't draw your MSTs or anything, it can make a bad hand really good. 1 Photon Poplar Operative. I still don't like this card very much, but it won me a game yesterday, so I'm starting to feel a little bit different about it. Black Shipicorn. This card's so dumb. Really, it still messes up Zen mains, even though Zen mains shouldn't really exist right now. 1 Marrowgeist. Still here. I didn't make it at all yesterday. I can't really say much else about it. I mean, it earned its place after YCS India last year, so I'm going to keep it in. 2 Gear Gigant X. 2's mandatory, guys. Sorry to tell you that. 1 gets bottom. Actually, both of these guys kept getting bottomless yesterday. It was kind of sad. 1 Utopia. Didn't make it at all. Utopia Ray. Didn't make that at all yesterday either. Pearl. Didn't make this guy at all either. Gaia Charger. Made this once, won a game because of his trample ability. And 1 Big Eye, my go-to guy. I made this, I think, once yesterday, as sad as that actually is. Actually, Big Eye almost usually wins me games, but I just couldn't seem to get this guy to sit up yesterday at all. So, 1 Big Eye, it's the extra deck, it's 15 cards. On to the side deck. 2 Thunder Kings. I didn't board these in at all yesterday. It was kind of sad. I really had hoped Thunder King would be better this format than I anticipated, but didn't bring them in at all. 2 Banisher the Radiance. I boarded these in at least 4 rounds in a row yesterday. I didn't draw him at all. I drew him in the Slushy Frog, or against Lancer Frogs in top 8, and then he just got econ to defense mode and got beat down. 2 DD Crows. These are getting cut instantly to put back in my Gozen matches or rivalries. I'm not sure which right now. I need something to make my Rabbit matchup a whole lot better. I didn't play any Dark World at all yesterday, or Fire Kings. So, Crow had no real significant purpose to me. So, he's getting switched back into Gozen match. I'm playing the 1 Kinetic Soldier. It's a 1-of. It's Rhoda Bull by Gear Gigant. So, I really didn't need this at all. 1 Snow Meteor, my go-to guy for the Dino Rabbit matchup. I love this guy so much. This actually sat on the board for at least 3 turns. My opponent couldn't attack me just because it was 19 versus 19. So, really nice. Really like him so much. I don't think I'd play 2. I feel like 1-of works out really fine as well. 2 Soul Takers. Pretty standard. I've been playing these forever. Generic monster destruction ensures that you get off, you know, your plays. 1 Mirror Force. It's my 1-of. I boarded out a D Prison for this. Seems to work out relatively well. 1 Dust Tornado. Pretty standard as well, I'm not going to lie about that. This actually won me a few games as well, especially in the Insector matchup to pop their lances. And then, because I hate Mermail so much, Triple Soldierin. This actually worked out really well in the Mermail matchup, and you know, it's there for Dark Worlds. I don't have any regrets about dropping macros for these. I have 2 Banishers in the side deck now, so you know, not really much else to really complain about. So, guys, that is my Gadget deck from yesterday. It worked out pretty well, not gonna lie. Like I said, I do want to drop the Crows, put back in Gozens to make my Rabbit matchup so much easier. So dumb on how bad that matchup actually is for this deck. I don't know, it was a very fun day yesterday. Like I said, I finished 4th place in Swiss, went 8-1, Swiss as well, and then lost top 8, but, you know, not too worried about that. When you're tired and you reach that point in the day, you're just ready to go home. So, guys, that's my current Gadget deck. Like I said, not much has changed. As you can see, me and Delhan are opposite sides of the spectrum. I'm still not a big fan of Template Goldfish. I understand that turn 1 Gear Gigant is good, but I really like my more control slow version. just because I like having, you know, decent cards in my hand at times. And depending on when Template Gold comes out, we'll see what happens. And, you know, to top off the icing on the cake, I do know that, you know, Mind Crush and Double Summon is really good, but everything seemed to work out, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to keep testing this, and we'll see what other changes come as the format goes. But, you know, for now, 21 regional tops down. Very excited about that. So, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this deck. And, guys, I am out for now. Later.